Yeah, all the video equipment he can't run.
Oh my gosh. Max is going to fire us for sure for laughing at him.
Oh, there's something new on new chat now. It tells me if they're in the mobile or they're on the PC now. Awesome. Welcome to the podcast, folks.
Wow, I like your intro here, Chris.
What's up?
The picture behind the picture.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Man, that's cool. That is really cool.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Some people do appreciate things.
That is really neat, though. You're not working today.
That was there last week. All right, folks. Remember what to do. Like, share.
Now we're frozen.
So, all right. So I do want to talk about, let's see. There's 2 wheels on here. Let's see. Wheels divided. Jason, welcome. He became a member last week. I want to thank you. We missed that on the live show. All right. Welcome. Hey, welcome to Pennsylvania's in here in the house today.
Nice.
Yeah, tell us where you're from, folks. Awesome.
Looks like over on the what is it?
Facebook?
No, the other one.
Yeah, KC is on the
Casey's
mobile.
on here, yeah?
Yeah, he's on the mobile.
On mobile. that's
Wheels
the one.
Divided's on the mobile. Good evening. Hey, yeah, Wheels Divided. Thank you. He upgraded his membership. Awesome.
Jeff Maxwell's on here.
Yeah, he's in the house. Jeff's been ripping it up on the app. Appreciate that.
Of course, William Blaze is in here.
Hey, somebody's got their video up, their sound.
Not me.
Not me this time.
Not me this time.
Hey, technical difficulties. You gotta love them. All right, we got a fabulous guest tonight.
That's
Alligator
what we're
Bob.
known for.
This has been asked for a long time. And I finally made a phone call. I missed him by a couple minutes on a Saturday. And then I called him about a week later and he answered and man, we got it started. And he's here tonight talking about, this guy does incredible seats. If you're looking for a seat, this is the guy. Everybody talks about gel padding and all that kind of stuff. Man, this guy can do it all. There's no other place to look.
You know, if you look up custom motorcycle seats in an encyclopedia, Alligator Bob his picture's right there.
Right there, baby.
All right, Throttle Iron monthly members. Hey, like I said, we have a person been here 5 months. Win Therapy Addict. Thank you, appreciate it, man. He's also a elite member. Tim Arnold's elite member. We got Our Indian Adventures 4 months. I got Mix Savoy at 4 months. I haven't seen him for a couple weeks. We got to figure out what's going on. It's like Max left the Max left the freaking
No,
podcast.
the whole thing bounced me out. That wasn't anything
geez.
I did.
Oh, are you having technical difficulties,
Yeah,
Max?
you might want to get a tech guy. Over your
Yeah,
house.
you need a tech guy for that.
Anyway,
Yeah, I need a tech guy to relate to your tech guy.
All right, Bob Cole 4 months.
Jesus.
Terry Cornett 2 months. Gator Mike, I think he might be 3 months back. Gator Mike 4 months. Wheels Divided actually upgraded his membership last week. 4 months. Riding Fish 4 months. Tony 3 months. Donna 3 months. Jason new member. Thank you, appreciate it. William Blaze 3 months. Kevin Taven 2 months. Joshua Pfeiffer 3 months. HD Ronnie 3 months. Mike Soprano. Sopranos.
Mike.
Yeah,
Sampaio.
Sampaio.
Muggy.
3 months. Doug Hampton, 2 months. Rumble and Growl, 2 months. Tony G, also a member of 2 months. Awesome guy. And Baggers Legion, 2 months. And Rolling in 2 Stones. Hey, listen, I would love to fill this page up. All I need is you to become a member, and your name will be on here, and you'll be at the beginning of the podcast. We'll be talking about it, and we will never get to our guests because we have too many members. But anyway, we'll get to the next one. Nobody thought that was funny. Now somebody's laughing.
It's me. I'm always laughing
We
at
keep
you.
freezing.
Well, I don't know what's causing that. We'll have to figure it out. All right, Throttle Iron. Here we are. Sponsor show. If you want to sponsor a show, if you are an aftermarket vendor or a company and you want to do that, just click on this with your camera and it'll take you to the webpage and figure out how to do that. The shop. Hey, we just got a couple orders in last week. Hopefully they like their stuff. Anyway, if you want some merch, this is where you get it. shop.throttleiron.com right there, or use that QR code and take you straight to our shop and support us that way. That's one way. Here's our friends. As you guys can see, I don't have Bob on here yet, but he will be here in a second. Our friends right here: Ride and Fish, Dean Speed, Pikes Peak, Ride Culture. Anybody want to take over? Forever Rad, BC Customs. I gave them a chance. They're just really
Here, Gator Mike Swamp Sauce, Indian Motorcycles, Riders Group, IMRGs, the TNA Customs, Legends Never Die Tours, Route 66 coming up shortly.
Coming up.
Dean
Man.
Speed, BC Customs, Brave Wolf, C. Marty 9101, New Love, our friends with the Fighting Group, Pikes Peak, Ladies First, Indian Motorcycles, Lawless Garage, Davison Audio, BFP Garage, our good friends Mike at Ride Culture, Chris at Our Indian Adventures, that's hard to read,
Yeah.
Motor Primo Sports Group, Finesse the Challenger, and Forever Rad.
Forever
Those are-
Rad.
Those are his friends.
Yeah, I think that person from Pennsylvania gave us a thumbs down. That's the only thumbs down we got so far. Anyway, if you haven't already, please like the podcast. We're going to add a couple people on there. Probably
Like, share,
Alligator
subscribe.
Bob.
And we
we're
keep
gonna-
freezing, I swear.
It's not. It's only on your side. You're not freezing on YouTube. Just
Yeah.
ignore it. All right. All right. So we'll be adding Alligator Bob on here as our friend because he is a good friend now. I mean, I've been talking to him for a couple weeks. I call that consider a good friend. And Tap Performance will be on here shortly too on the podcast. We do have a podcast guest next week. You know who that company was, Max? That garage in Kentucky? Les, I'll put you on there on the spot.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, you're fired. Jesus. All right. Welcome to the podcast, Bob. Man, I'll tell you what. I'm looking for new co-host. There's an application on Throttle Iron.
In my defense, it's been almost a year ago that we stopped by at random at this garage. We saw this sign says, "Hey, motorcycle service." We were on our way to check out a little mom and pop restaurant, and it says motorcycle service. It has an arrow going down a gravel driveway. And we popped in there just on a whim and stopped in and talked to these folks, handed them a card, and now they're going to be on the podcast. I bet I have their card somewhere. Let me look.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. All right.
Keep going.
So tonight we're going to have a fabulous podcast. Let's see who's in the house right now. It looks like a bunch of people on the mobile. So I'll let you know if you're on the mobile. Let's see. Max is on the mobile. He's doing chat. Let's see here. We got, let's see, man, there's so many people on here right now. Mike G111. Hey, welcome to the podcast. He's actually on the widescreen version. Tim Arnold's on the widescreen version. Welcome to the podcast. Looks like we got SE Up, Rev Up 125 Ride this weekend. Exactly right. He's on the mobile version of the web. Let's see here. We got Tony Perry. We got Will's Divided. Arnold. William Blaze is here.
He's here.
Awesome.
Thank goodness.
We got a new person here. I have one of his seats, Fender Bibs. This is guy's Mar Abbott. Awesome. Welcome to the podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let's see who else we got here. Hey, so here's the deal, folks. I want to make sure everybody understands, and it's the reason why I'm putting the chat in here. We'll look and see if we're missing anybody here in a second. But he's got his position of his camera. He's using his phone. He can't see the chat. So make sure that you're going to ask the question, put a Q in front of it. And as you see somebody, the mods and everybody else, if somebody's in here and they see Jeff Maxwell's in the house, welcome to the house. Make sure you put a Q in front of your question so we can actually flag it. And this guy's going to answer him as much as he possibly can. We're going to get right into it. It's going to be a fabulous podcast. All right. Alligator Bob, are you camera shy?
Nope, I'm here ready.
All right, so here we go. The show is yours. Tell us how this all started back in the day, man. What was your first motorcycle, man? How's that?
Well, that's a good story there. My dad, Harley Davidson, he was a flat track racer from Wisconsin before I was born, and he raced for probably 3 or 4 years. He was #1 amateur in Wisconsin for flat track, and he kept winning. And he was winning so much that the lead racing guy, Roger Reamer from Harley Davidson, came over to my dad and said, "Larry, you can't be amateur forever. You keep winning, So they said, "Well, what happens?" He goes, "Well, you kind of be semi-pro." He says, "What does that mean?" He says, "Well, Harley Davidson will give a dealer parts. The dealer will work on your bike, and you be the racer." So they set him up with Bob's Harley, who was in Harvard, Illinois, who sold out to Woodstock Harley, which is a big shop. But my dad raced for Bob's Harley, and Bob was really, really good being a mechanic. And my dad was starting to win and beating the professional guys. And they said, "Jesus Christ, Larry, what the hell are you doing? How are you and Bob beating all these guys?" And Bob was just a super good mechanic, and my dad was winning. So long story short, after my dad did that for about a year or so, then they got a phone call and they said, "Hey, we want you guys to come to Laconia, New Hampshire for a road race." It was kind of like a Road America thing. And my dad says, "Well, hey, we got a flat track bike." He goes, "Well, we're putting flat track bikes in there. We're going to gear them different. And we want some more Harleys in there because BSA, Norton, and Triumph was kicking butt, and Harley wanted to stay in #1. So they invited my dad and Bob out, and Bob's wife went out there, and they went to Laconia, New Hampshire. And my dad did the time trials. He beat everybody. He set a track record. He beat the professional guys from Harley, Triumph, BSA, Norton, all those guys. So Walter Davison, who was Willie G's grandfather, walked over to my dad and said, "Mr. Martin, you're going to race professional tomorrow." And he goes, "What are you talking about? I thought I'm semi-pro." He goes, "No, tomorrow you're going to race professional, and we're going to give you a white plate, and you're going to be in the runnings with the professional guys." And he's like, "Okay." So they helicoptered a motor, this is the truth, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin back then, where my dad was in Laconia, and Bob and my dad put the bike in the hotel room, put the motor in it. My dad won the 6 inches.
Wow.
In Kenosha, Wisconsin, turns amateur, turns professional in one day, and wins for Harley Davidson. So Harley Davidson was #1. And the reason they wanted my dad to win, because 4 guys that raced for Harley professional, they all got hurt on time trials, and they weren't that fast. My dad was faster, and he was okay, not hurt. So my dad wins, and then he became professional. So I've been riding since I was 5 years old after that.
Dang.
He just got me on bikes and wanted me to ride.
That's awesome right there, man.
So I got a long history.
Wow.
Oh, it was like, where'd Max go?
I know.
It
actually keeps freezing up on my end. So
yeah, it's really not doing it in the program. Don't restart. It's not free. It shouldn't be freezing up. So looks like Max is froze up right now. But anyway, nope, he's okay.
No, I'm back.
Just
So
yeah.
sorry, I don't know anything else to do but reboot, restart it. So there you go. Okay, let's go. Thank you, Bob.
All right, so you're good. Sorry about that. All right, so that's a fabulous story. We have a little technical difficulties. Hey guys out there watching, are you seeing any issues with the feed? Maybe you just need to. Yeah, Max needs an IT guy. So it could be the internet in his area. He is getting a lot of construction done in his house. Hopefully they didn't hit one of his wires when we're doing that. But yeah, cool stuff. Anyway, so your dad got you in the motorcycles. You got that thing. So what? I guess you can say so. Harley Davidson, man, got you started then, right?
Well, Harley Davidson has got my dad started, and then my dad always loved motorcycles, and he got like I said, when I was 5, he was becoming a plumber, and he would work on the weekends on the side for extra money because he didn't have a lot of money. You know, when you're just start being a plumber, you don't get paid a lot till you're a full-fledged plumber. So he would put water heaters on the side and stuff. And then when I was like 10 years old, I would go do that with him. And then instead of getting paid every year, he would get me a used bike. And we started with a little one and worked our way up. And when I was 9 years old, I had matching Harley 90 Shortsters, Harley Davidson Shortsters. And I had those little kid. And then when I got old enough, 18 years old, to get a street bike, I bought I think it was a Kawasaki KZ1000. Couldn't afford a Harley to start out with. Used that for a few years. Loved that. Got another bike. And then all of a sudden, my dad came home with a new Sportster, a 1200 Sportster. And he wanted to have a Sportster because he wanted to have a small bike that was very fast. You know, everybody thought, oh, Sportster, no big deal. It's a little bike. Well, he souped it up, and he was beating a lot of people with the Sportster. So he was the guy to race. So I've always been into riding because of my dad, and, you know, just been doing that since I was 5. And then I got a Harley, and then I started doing seats. But I've been doing upholstery for 45 years now.
Yeah.
And now it's motorcycles. That's all I do is motorcycles.
So let's talk about that. What got you started in a seat? What that made you decide just to start doing this stuff?
Well, when I started doing it, I worked at a canvas shop that did boat covers and boat upholstery 45 years ago. And when I was there for like first 2 years, I learned how to do boat covers. I was a helper. I didn't really sew yet. I helped mark them out, install them. And there was like 4 guys that did boat covers there. And there was only 1 guy that did upholstery. And he says, why don't you apprentice under me? Because all these guys here don't know how to do upholstery. I'm the only one. So he started teaching me how to do the boat interiors. In the wintertime, we would do cars, we did furniture, we did a little bit of everything. I did that for a couple of years, and then I happened to go to shop after shop after shop because I guess the bosses seen in me that I was starting to get talented, and they wanted to steal me to the next guy. So one shop hires me. I went to a guy that did furniture, then a guy that just did car interior. So I learned convertible tops and vinyl tops and sunroofs, let alone doing the upholstery. And then my younger brother started following behind me doing boat covers. I taught him how to do boat covers, and then he started working at shops with me for a while. And then he was still young. At that time, he was like 17, living at home. And he says, Bob, I'm going to go start my own shop. I said, okay. So I helped him get going, and he started his own shop. And he was doing boat covers and boat upholstery, and he was doing very good with them. And all of a sudden, he went down to Lake of the Ozarks. Lake of the Ozarks is like the Sturgis for boaters. They race the boats down there on the waters. And it's just these big, long 40, 50-foot offshore boats. He started doing upholstery for them. So he wanted me to help him do these boats. So I was at a canvas shop. I left the canvas shop and started working with my younger brother. And we actually built a 32 and 25-foot offshore boat. We built the whole boat from scratch. And then I did all the upholstery. So it took me a month just to sew up the interior, which was cabins and V-berth and headliners and cushion. I mean, it was a lot of sewing. So I think that got me how to sew very good and be very technical, and it has to be straight and look good. So I learned how to sew really good from that. And then I've always had motorcycles. And I'm a big guy. I'm 6'2", 300 pounds. So for me to fit on a bike, I got to go back farther. I got to be higher. So whenever I got a bike, I always modified the foam and started covering the seats. And first I couldn't afford leather, so I would do vinyl. And then I would make myself back 2 inches. Then the gel packs came out. I started putting them in. And then I started doing seats on the side when I was still doing boats. And then I decided that, hey, I want to do bike seats full time. There's really nobody that did what I did anywhere 3 or 4 states around me. I said, I want to do bikes. So I started doing bikes, and then I went to leather, and I'm the kind of guy that I want to have the best of everything. So I don't have normal leather. I got leather from Italy and Scotland. And people say, well, why does he have that? Well, because it's super high quality, which means in Scotland and Italy and stuff, it's cows. They don't have barbed wire fences. It's stone fences. So the cows don't get marked up, because any mark that's in the skin is in the leather when they tan it. So these are better hides. They have a UV protection, rub resistant. So if I make you a seat, it's going to have some time to it because I do it the right way, but it's something that's super quality. 10, 15 years down the road, it looks 90% the same. So it makes it worth the time and the money of doing it. I figured if I'm going to do it, I want to do it the right way. Then one guy asked for exotics, and then it just snowballed from there. I got exotic that's available. I stock on hand.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah,
We-
somebody had a question about his exotics, about how did he get the nickname Alligator Bob?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a story. I'm in northern Illinois because I'm between Chicago and Milwaukee. So I'm at the northern tip of Illinois, and a shop from California called me and said, "Hey, I want you to build a seat. We heard you're good at this." This is when I was just first getting started seats. He said, "I heard you're the guy." I said, "Okay, what do you need?" Well, his customer wanted a red hornback alligator, the top of the alligator with the bumps in it. He goes, "I want that." Okay, where the hell am I going to find that? So I did some research, and there's skins for you. So I got a skin, I dyed it red. He says, "Well, the trick is you only got 3 weeks to build this because I'm building a bike, and it's got to be seats got to be done, then the bike will be done." And his name was the Wizard. He was called the Wizard from California. And back then, when you used to build bikes, they didn't just build them from scratch. They would take like a Softail, a Fat Boy, or a Softail Standard, and customize it. That's what a build bike was back then. And so I made this fancy seat. I got it to him on time, and it was sitting on his counter. It was like an RLNS kind of guy, but not RLNS. So people from all over were coming to talk to him about building bikes. They kept seeing this red alligator seat, and they said, "What the hell? Who the hell made that? That looks so cool." And he said, "Some Alligator Bob guy from Illinois did this." My name was, they called me Alligator Bob. And that's how it started. Then me and the wife have driven our bikes to Sturgis 35 times now. And I think the second time we went there, everybody wasn't calling me Alligator Bob yet, just that bike shop was. And then it got into a magazine because that guy's bike was in Sturgis. They saw this Alligator Bob guy made the seat, and then everybody called me that. But it's mainly because of a lot of exotic alligator seats.
All right. I just want to make a comment to the other guys in here. Make sure you guys you're muted. The reason is if you breathe or anything like that, it'll cut Bob out. I just noticed that. So if I even say anything, it kind of mutes it. So I just want to make sure we're getting the full. It didn't do bad, Bob. Your story got through, but I just noticed that it is cutting you off. I know somebody texted me and said, "Hey, listen, Bob's getting cut off a little bit," but that's because we either got an ice or something like that, and that sound even cuts him off, even when you're not saying anything. So just be careful with that, guys. All right, cool. So another one of the questions, Bob, they asked is, how do they get a hold of you if they want to?
I have the Facebook is the best way, or the shop phone. I have a super, super large Facebook. It's a commercial Facebook. It's Alligator Bob, spelled L with 2 L's, Alligator Bob's Custom Motorcycle Seats. And when you get on that, on Facebook, if you push photos, it's like a huge web page. It shows thousands and thousands of jobs we've done. Everything is one of a kind, but it shows what I can do, and then I help you design something for you. It explains what the Pro Pad is, the polymer that I put in the seat. It shows the leather, some colors. So that's the best way. Or you call me at the shop, and my wife answers, or I do if I get a chance. 847-265-9378. That's Alligator Bob's in Northern Illinois. So pretty much either they give me an email, Alligator Bob's, Alligator Bob at msn.com is an email, and you show me a picture of your bike and I'll help you design it. Or, Facebook, or just call me. But the best thing is I need to see what you want me to cover. Do you have a seat to start from? Am I making it from scratch? Because we can do whatever you want.
Yeah. All right. So I put all that in there. I put his email address. I put his phone number, and I also put his Facebook page in there. So guys, that's how you get a hold of him. Maybe I'll do the same thing that I do for Bob. There'll be 2 Bobs on the website, where we can do a contact form and it automatically goes to his email address. So we'll do that too. But hey, that's freaking awesome. I know we can go through some of these pictures here, and let me go to the next screen and make sure I got the right one here. So I want to make sure we get there. Okay, here we go. So this is some of his work, and we just can talk about it here. And this first one right here, it's automatically playing here, so let me pause it here. But yeah, so look, this is a beautiful seat. Has anybody ever seen a seat like this? I've never seen one, but I'm new to motorcycles, so I'm sure there's probably some custom ones out there. But look at how he does this. This is freaking awesome. So is that front part on top of the motorcycle and the gas tank, is that part of yours too? You probably can't see it, Bob. Yeah. That's probably, dang it. This is the Harley Davidson with the gold gas tank. It's brown Harley Davidson. Yeah.
That's this one. That's a guy from Canada. That's a Cholo bike, that brown one. That's hornback crocodile and full quill ostrich. That one. That's
Awesome.
that's Canada. He loves it. He's just getting ready. I'm going to have a big showing of it pretty soon. Get better pictures. That's the tail of the crocodile that I spin around and put to the front of the seat. So I take the crocodile or the alligator has the horns on the top and the belly underneath of it. So when they tan the skin, they cut it open and they use the horns, or they cut the horns off and they use the belly. That one is the tail of the crocodile with the ostrich next to it. That's
Awesome.
really cool.
So this next one is it's a black one. Looks like also the horn, and it's got a chrome piece with a backrest.
Yeah, that's the bike that I made for Jason Dement.
Oh
sticker
yes, he's
guy.
a good friend of ours. Yep.
Brave Wolf Customs.
Yeah, Brave Wolf.
That's Brave Wolf Customs that I made for Jason, and then Jason sold it to Barry Campbell, a photographer guy.
Nice.
Both those guys are really good guys, and Jason is the guy that builds the sticker thing, and Barry Campbell's the one that does the photographs. Now Barry bought it. Barry's always wanted one of my seats, and he wanted to get a deal on one. And Jason says, "Well, I'm going to redesign my bike. I love the seat, Bob, maybe, but I want to go different." I made him a Star Wars themed bike now. He changed it to the Mandalorian bike. I changed the seat. Barry Campbell bought that. That's hornback crocodile and ostrich too.
Awesome. I don't know if you can see this with your wife's phone or not. The one that's on this. Okay. So this is the same seat, or is it a different one?
Yeah, that's the Barry. It was Jason Dement's. Now it's
Okay.
Barry Campbell's. It's brown or black hornback crocodile and full quill ostrich. Now that one is the brown crocodile. That's the one that's sitting right next to me.
Yeah. Look at that beautiful thing. And that thing, it's somebody. What's that fit right there?
Now this one is for sale because my customer sold his bike. He didn't have many miles on it, but he had it for 7-8 years. This is a Mustang seat. See, sometimes I'll start with a Mustang or a LaPera seat. I'm friends with the Mustang people and Christine LaPera. So if a guy calls me from Florida and I'm in Chicago and he doesn't want to give up his seat, I buy the seat and the foam pan from Mustang or LaPera, and then I modify the foam any way to fit the guy if he's tall or short. Put a pro pad and cover it any way you want it. And the aftermarket seats, a lot of people don't know this, the aftermarket seats are a better seat because it's not a plastic base, it's a fiberglass base, and the foam is a denser foam. Most of them are vinyl, so I buy them without the vinyl. And Mustang gives us free shipping, so that saves you like $60. But I'll start with the pan and a foam. If the guy says, I'm 6'2", or I'm 5 foot, and I'll make them fit it. And then I'll put the pro pad that makes them comfortable and then cover it any way you want it. That one there you're just showing, that was the ex-prime minister of that's the dash, the bear claw dash and spearhead.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
Prime Minister of Lebanon.
Damn. So who's the famous people that you've made seats for?
Well, just to name a few of them, let's say first it was the Prime Minister of Lebanon. We did 3 bikes for him. That was like 10, 12 years ago. That was a while ago. I did 3 bikes for the Prime Minister of Lebanon, all custom, everyone different. Then I did one for the King of Saudi Arabia. That was the same thing 10, 11 years ago. Did 14 on Orange County Choppers. Last one I did for him was Billy Joel's bike. And then Junior and Senior got in a big fight and broke up, so they didn't have Discovery Channel anymore. I did one on Pit Bulls and Prolees on Discovery Channel. And then I've done Wayne Newton and BB King. Those were Make-A-Wish bikes. Neither one of them really rode bikes, but they sat on them and signed them, and they made like $100,000 for the kids each time. So I got to do those seats. And then I do onesie-twosie people all over the world. Cool story was one day I get an email saying, "Hey, I want to call you." I said, "Okay, where are you from?" He said, "Cyprus." I said, "I didn't even know where the hell Cyprus is." Cyprus is an island by Greece. I didn't know that. You know, I don't go to the place. So he goes, "I'm a shipbuilder in Cyprus. They build a lot of ships." He says, "I want to customize my Harley and I'm going to take it around the world." I said, "What do you mean around the world? How are you going to do that? You're on an island." He goes, "No, it'll go by ship. It'll go however. I'm going all over the place." I said, "Okay." So he wanted hornback crocodile, another ostrich, and he wanted my kangaroo hand lacing, which is the edging that we put on it. Put a pro pad in it. I think it was a Dyna. So I did a solo seat, a passenger seat, a backrest, a dash, a fender bib, tool pouch, a bunch of stuff. It was all exotic. And he took that thing all over the world. And I said, "Okay, I'm going to get you a Sturgis Harley shirt, a Chicago Harley shirt, Daytona shirt." I got him all the cool stuff. And he got me shirts from all over the world. And he said, "Everywhere I went, Bob, I went to the Harley dealer. And I said, 'Come out and look at my bike.' And it was a stock bike except for my stuff on it. And all the Harley places he went to were just freaking out. Oh my God, this is cool. And he would tell them who did it. It was cool thing is, little guy here in Lake Villa, half the people knew who I was. And when he went to Abu Dhabi, they said, oh, we heard of that guy. He's like, well, how the hell do you know this little guy in Chicago? He said, we seen the Prime Minister in the King's bike.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Doing pretty onesie twosies all over the world. But that's just the famous people. But everybody, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't have to be $1 million seat. It could be a $500 seat. But I just put 45 years of knowledge into it, and I live and breathe bikes. Like I said, 35 years of driving the Sturgis, me and the wife riding our bikes. You know, I know how to make it fit, and I can make it look any way you want it.
That's a beautiful bike right there. I mean, I don't know if you see it on the screen yet, but man, look at that. That's 3 shots of the shooter images, I guess. Oh, but
Hang on.
yeah, I had given them credit. So,
That's
all
the
right.
bike. It's a 2010 vintage Indian Chief. That's the one I made for the Prime Minister. That bike took 2 years to build. A gunsmith worked on it for 2 years and engraved all the chrome before they really had people do. There's people that do that, but that was a really cool bike.
All right.
Did all that?
Yep. Let's see if I got it. I know somebody's got a question here. We got a bunch of questions here. Let's go through some of these. Hold on a second, Connie. There we go. Go ahead.
One is from Jason Christensen, I know.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I don't know. I don't know where it's at now. Let me see.
You have to write these things down, man.
Can
You're
you-
fired too. I tell you. I got a new crew coming
Hey.
next week.
He's asking, can you do a black and blue Viking theme seat?
Yeah, I done a seat for the football team for what was it, Pittsburgh? I did a job for Pittsburgh with real pigskin. I found a place that sold me the real pigskin, and then we carved the word Pittsburgh Steelers on it and made it look like a football.
The Chicago Bears.
And then I did Chicago Bears bike. Had Contras made the Chicago Bears. That was a Springer, Softail Springer. Yeah, we could do that.
Awesome. All right. So another question here is from Mar Abbott. Is I have one of your seats on a 2022 Chief, and the Pro Pad seems to hold a lot of heat. Can something be done to cool it off?
Yeah, that usually doesn't happen because the Pro Pad, the seat insert I use is called Pro Pad. Most shops use memory foam or a gel pack, and the difference is the gel pack has oils and everything in it. So when your bike gets hot, the gel pack does get hot, but the Pro Pad distributes your weight, but it keeps the heat from going through it. So that's weird that he's getting hot because I've been putting these in for 30 years and really never had that problem. So I'm not saying it's not happening, but the Pro Pad usually stops the heat from going through the seat.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, let's see if I got another question here.
Eskin PA.
Hold on, I'm going backwards real quick. I'll get them in a second. How would you get in? Okay, we'll get in touch. Okay, so we must be good there. So I think I got most of the questions. If I didn't answer your question other than the ones I'm going to mention here, make sure you just do it again, okay? Write it in there. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to find Esker. What's it? Esker PA?
ESKINPA.
Gotcha. I'm finding it now. All right. We've got so many people doing comments right now. I know Rye Culture said something too. I'm trying to figure out where that's at.
I can read this one for you.
Yeah, go
Chris.
ahead. Mm-hmm.
He says, I have a 14 Chief Vintage and already got a Russell Daylong seat. It is quite comfortable. Oh, it is quite comfortable. What changes could you do to improve on that?
Well, the Russell I see because it's a wide seat, but most of his seats are vinyl to make them a little more economical. I would switch it to a leather, like my leather from Italy or Scotland. When you switch from a vinyl seat to a leather seat, the difference is, yes, it is a cost difference, but the vinyl doesn't breathe and you get a sweaty butt. When you sit on the leather, it breathes and you don't get a sweaty butt. And then if I put a Pro Pad in the seat, it'll look the same. Takes about 4 hours to router the foam out and put it into it. But the good thing about the Pro Pad is it will look exactly the same, but where you sit will distribute your weight as soak up vibration. So when you start riding, you don't bottom out the foam. But Russell has already made it wider, so that part will stay the same. But if he adds a Pro Pad and upgrades it to leather, it'll be a much more different, comfortable seat. If he doesn't want to change it to leather, I could take the vinyl off, put a Pro Pad, put the vinyl back on. That's possible. We do that with stock seats all the time. It's just to be the most comfortable, you need to modify the foam so it fits you better, forward, wider, lower, and then put the Pro Pad in it, which is the best seat insert you could have, and then make it leather if you'd like to, or exotic. Exotic is just a look. It's still leather, but a leather seat and a vinyl seat is 100% different, but people are used to seeing this $300 or $400, $500 vinyl seat because it's vinyl, it's cheaper. but it's not the same quality. And then, my seats 10, 15, 20 years down the road, they look the same and it's comfortable. So you got to do it right the first time and you're done, or remodel, what he has already.
That's awesome. Awesome knowledge right there. All right. So Mike is asking, does Alligator Bob make saddlebag bibs? Did you hear that, Bob?
Saddlebags?
Yeah, saddlebag bibs.
Bibs. Uh-huh.
I don't know what that means. I think it means bag. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I do. But like on the Indians, I do the Chief, not the Chief, the Pursuit and the Challenger. I have lids for them, but not if you have speakers in them, because then it would cover up the speaker. But mine are all made out of the leather, and then underneath of it is a suede leather, and it wraps around and it velcros underneath the lid. So it stays on, it doesn't move. And I also make a tank panel, what I call a tank bib, for the Challenger and the Pursuit. It could be plain or a pocket, a 6-inch pocket or a 10-inch pocket. These things all come up on my Facebook. But what I do, everything is one of a kind. So when you look at my Facebook, it's examples of what I can do, but I would make it specially for you, whatever you want, whatever materials you want, whatever texture you want. I'll help you design it.
Awesome. That's freaking awesome. The other one is exotic leathers. What do you work with? What kind?
I have every exotic that's sewable. I have elephant, ostrich, shark, stingray, python, crocodile, alligator in the belly and in the hornback, calf skin, lizard, you name it, I have it. I've been buying exotics I've probably stocked the most exotics of anybody. If you go on my Facebook too, you can see some of the skins behind me, but if you go on my Facebook, I've taken a video that shows the skins that I stock. I stock everything that's available in black and brown, got a few cognacs, a few gray. I'm pretty deep in the exotics, and there's a lot of different qualities of exotics. It goes by price. Like if you just call up and say, I want an alligator, you can find an alligator for $300. You can find an alligator for $3,000. Well, people say, what the heck's the difference? The quality of the skin. Is it farm raised? Is it just taken out of the wild and it's been fighting for food for 20 years? It's got marks in it, holes in it. So there's a whole different quality of skins. And like I said, it's a major price difference. So I've been doing this so long that I get the best skins that are available. The broker that I use gets the same tannery that Hermes and Gucci's and all those guys use. I have the same skins. They're very expensive on some of the skins, but there's something that will last you. So I figure if you're going to put the money into it, do it right and be done. If you get another one, it's very thick and stiff and the color's not nice. It's got holes in it. I don't want to use that. I want to use the good skins.
Doesn't fade.
Yeah.
Doesn't fade. Gotcha.
Well, some of the exotics fade eventually, but the problem is you want to have a dark. When they tan the exotics, they bleach them out and they're white. That's how they start. Okay, once they're white, then they add color to them. So say if you get elephant, all the elephants, they have to wait for the elephant to die. There's no poaching or nothing. But when I get a piece of elephant, it would be bleached out. It's not gray. It could be gray, it could be black, it could be green, whatever color they dye them. But they dye them in a big drum and they soak them for days and days in this drum, and then they tumble them. And that's how you get the color on all the skins. But the skins that don't have that kind of quality, they just rub the dye on the top of it, and eventually the color comes right off fast. It's not that they don't fade, but they last longer. And if exotic does fade, with my seats, I say, you send me the seat back, I'll dye it for free and ship it back to you. I've had people that had jobs for 22 years, and 3 times I've dyed it. Like every 8 years or so, it'll start to get lighter. And then when it gets too light, they send it back, I dye it, and it gets another 7-8 years out of it. So there's a little maintenance with exotics, but the water doesn't really hurt it. It's just the sun is what's called pantining. Pantining means the colors come out of it. So this seat here started out real dark brown. 9 years later, it's really cool looking. It's caramelized. And people want this from day one. And I said, well, it doesn't happen that way. You got to ride it, take it out in the sun and everything. You're not hurting it. It pantines the leather. It gives you that cool look.
Gotcha. That's another person that was saying, how do these exotic leathers hold up in the rain?
Yeah, that's not a problem. Like I said, 35 years ago in Sturgis, I have an exotic seat on there. We've been to Tomahawk when it snowed on us. It doesn't hurt it to be outside. And that's why I get good leathers. Exotic and leathers is the same kind of setup. It's how they're tanned in the beginning. So if they put the UV protection in it, the rub resistant, the flame retardant, all the good stuff into it, it handles being outside. But yes, it is going to get a little bit lighter down the road. It's not a flaw. It's just called pantining. And like I said, if it gets too light, 7, 8, 9 years down the road, You send it back, I'll dye it again, and I won't hear from you for another 7-8 years. But the little horns don't break off. Nothing, nothing like that ever happens.
All right, Les and Max, I've been doing a lot of talking. You guys got anything?
Good, Chris. It actually keeps freezing up on this end, so I'm catching about half of everything you're saying.
Everybody says it's doing good. You guys might want to
reason.
check your internet, restart. I don't know. It's not. I have no issues, but I went to I took the wireless off right now, so I went straight to cable.
I think I actually saw a question though. It said, "How do we get in contact with you if we want to chat about doing a seat? How do folks get in contact with you, Bob?"
The best thing to do would be call me. Would be 847-265-9378. That's in Northern Illinois. But if you want to show me what you have, here's the seat I have, here's the bike I have, I will help you design it. That's where you give me the email, alligatorbob@msn.com, spell alligator 2 L's. Here's my picture of my bike. I seen something on your Facebook I kind of like, and then I'll help you design it. I can give you the ballparks on what seats start at when you tell me what it is, but there's so many variances. Does it have a skirt? Do you want studs? Do you want the full modified? So when people say you can't give me the price, I said, well, it's hard to give the price until I know what you want. So show me what you want. Give me your phone number, and I will call you back. I'll have your bike here, then I'll walk you through everything. But if you see something on my Facebook that you like, you can say, I like this color here, and I like this there, and I'll help you design it.
Awesome.
Sure. Now, do you do any custom heat shields, anything like that?
Yeah, I do a lot of heat shields. And what my different things, I just started making heat shields about 5 years ago. And my customers will request them, said, hey, I got your seat, I got your bags, your mud flaps, but I don't have a heat shield. And I just got this one another guy makes. It's just one piece of heavy leather. It helps you, but it helps you only about 50%. So I'm thinking about it. I said, well, if I'm going to make these heat shields, I got to make them with whatever exotics are in the seats or whatever colors, studs. But mine's not just one layer of leather. It's heavy leather, actually have a plastic underneath it that helps it mold to the motor. And on top of it, your Italian leather or your exotics. And then I have a heat blocking mat that I glue and sew under the heat shield. So there's no heat coming through. I make them for the Indian Challengers. I make them for the Chief. I make them for Harleys. I have a pattern for most of the bikes, and it's just a heavy duty piece that goes underneath your seat, but mine has a heat blocking mat sewn into it, so it'll block heat.
Cool. All right. There's a question I'm trying to look for. There's so many in the chat. Casey Joe, you're on a cell phone right now. Give me your question back. I know it was around 8:22, but I missed it. I'm trying to get your question taken care of.
I got it, Chris. If you can't find it.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, living in Kansas, the heated seat on my Pursuit is very handy. Are there any issues with exotics on heated seats? Should I stick with leather?
Yeah, the leather, like I said, is the best way out. The heat doesn't affect my leather at all, and it doesn't affect the exotic skin. So there's a lot of when I put what's called the Pro Pad is my seat insert. And what my product is, I didn't make the product, I just sell it. This is made from the medical field. So the Pro Pad will soak a vibration, take away your pressure points, and it gets rid of your numb butt, but it distributes the weight. But if you put the heat back into the seat, because when I take the cover off, I have to take the heat out, router the foam out, put the Pro Pad in, and then put the heat on top of that, and then put the leather on it. So what happens is now the whole seat warms up. The heat works twice as good. I can't tell you how many people call me back and said, what the hell did you do to the seat? Now it's twice as good for the heat. And I says, because now it's warming up the whole Pro Pad, which is covering almost your whole top of your seat. That makes it better. But the heat is an option that if your seat has it, or I can even add them to them. I have units I can buy and put on your seat.
I actually happen to have that. You don't see your wife's phone. I actually got the brochure of the Pro Pad on there, So yeah, it tells you right there on the screen, exactly all it does. I mean, it's temperatures from -60 to 220 plus. So
yeah, that flyer about the Pro Pad kind of describes everything. And if you go on my Facebook, it shows how they look when they're in, and then you put the heat on top of it. Now, what also was cool about the Pro Pad is if you have a bad tailbone, which a lot of people do, they call me up and say, Bob, I can't ride 20 miles and my tailbone kills me. Okay, we do a tailbone relief, which means when we router out the foam for 4 hours and put the pad into it so it's exact level as it was when it started, then we put a hole in the center of it where your tailbone is and put soft foam there. And then the leather goes over that. So where your butt cheeks are is the Pro Pad that'll distribute your weight, get rid of your numb butt. And then where the hole is, there's no pressure on your tailbone. Then you could ride all day. And it could be driver or passenger. Doesn't matter. I put tailbone on either one.
So there's two things that people upgrade: exhaust and seats.
Yeah.
And you have everything right now. You're answering tons of people's questions right now about seats. Don't go out and get you a seat unless you talk to Alligator Bob first. And already gave you guys some freaking information how to get a hold of him, but I'm gonna put the phone number in there again. This is his email address right here, and I keep on copying and pasting this stuff, so I apologize why it's taking so long. But he's in Chicago, so mid US, USA made. He's making them right there. You see his you can't really see his sewing machine. It's right on the right of him, and then he's got a seat right here. So that seat you got there, let me go back on there because you got it for sale because it's a beautiful seat right there. So if anybody's got Springfield, what's it fit?
Yeah, it fits any of the Indian bikes. It fits the Springfield, the Chief, the Chieftain, or the Roadmaster. It's a Mustang Touring 2-up seat. It comes apart. It can be solo or 2-up. And I also have a matching backrest. And this is Hornback Crocodile. This is the whole Crocodile. It's a really big one. So the front hump where you don't sit are really tall, which is super hard to get. This is probably a 7-year-old Croc. And then it's smaller where you sit. And then it even has a backrest capability. My customer had this for, I think, at least 7 years or so. Didn't ride a whole lot, but loved it. He had a Indian looks like a Harley. Stretch bags, Dirty Bird box on it. Everything was custom on it. And we made this seat. He got a Lloyd's tune on it. He had everything on it. And all of a sudden he calls me up. He goes, "Bob, I need to sell the seat." I said, "What's wrong?" He goes, "I love the seat." He goes, "I'm buying a yacht." He said, "I'm selling all my yacht." So I'm like, okay, send the seat back, throw a stock seat on it because the dealers don't want these fancy seats. And now we can sell this seat. So we're going to sell this seat. It's a driver's seat, a passenger seat, has a Pro Pad for the driver, could be one added for the passenger, and it has a matching backrest. And it's selling for a little bit more than a Crocodile would cost. So if anybody's interested in that, just give me a call and I can walk you through it. But it'll fit all the Indian Chieftain, Springfield, and Dark Horse, all those ones, Roadmasters. Just won't fit the newest bikes with the liquid cooled motor. It doesn't fit them. It don't fit Challenger or Challenger Pursuit because it's a different seat.
All right, so let's see. Another person says, do you switch on stitch exotics the same way you do a vegan tan cowhide? I guess I don't know if that means vegan or not, but anyways, I guess you stitch them the same way, right?
You're cutting out. I can't hear.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can. What did you say? Stitch? What?
He wanted to know how is it different to stitch exotics, or is it the same with a cowhide? How you stitch it? Like stitch a seat. Like I guess when you're stitching around the seat and everything else, is there a different way? Different thread? Is it thicker? Or I don't know. Can you hear me?
I think we lost him.
Now I can hear you. I couldn't hear you. Oh.
That's weird. I don't know what's going on here. Anybody else have any problems out there?
Hey, Chris.
Oh.
That's why I haven't said anything. Oh, What the heck?
Oh, that's me. That was me.
Did you do? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah. This has been. I haven't said anything because it keeps freezing up on me, and like Les, I can only hear half of what Alligator's saying. So I mean, I'm just following along with the chats and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that he went into the Pro Pad innards because that was the question I had. Is the inside the Pro Pad seems like an excellent system because I've heard about Alligator Bob for years, being involved in custom world, and this Pro Pad seat, everybody talks about it. So,
yep.
Well, it's not to be bragging, but this is the best product you can have. If there was anything better, I would have it. We've been putting these in for 30 years, and I've only had a handful of people who didn't like it. And to be honest with you, the people didn't like it didn't really want a motorcycle. They just said, "Oh, I'm riding." They just understand it's a motorcycle. I mean, you got to be a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be cushy like a couch, but it makes it more comfortable. And all 35 years of driving to Sturgis, me and the wife, we go 700 the first day. She rides her Fat Boy and I got a Road Glide, and we know these work. And we go with 3 or 4 Indians all the time. And the Indian guys used to go like 50 miles and their butt was killing them. Now I fit their seat and redid it all. Now we go 700 or 690 and they're fine. The first day we do that. It's 950 from our door to Deadwood where we stay the last 35 years.
You plan on going to Sturgis this year? I don't think you can hear me.
Well, I plan on it. I keep saying I'm going to. That we go the week before because we just love to ride, and then wherever we stop, it's just to show off to see our stuff. So I get out of it. We just love riding Black Hills, Devil's Tower, Wyoming, and we just have a blast. It's just so hard to not go again. I've been going for 35 years now.
Awesome. All right, so let's see here. I got a couple more questions. Let's see if I can get closer to the mic so you can hear me. All right. One of them was something about, Connie, you got any more questions there? I know there's a bunch. I'm missing some. I know I am. Another person said, and Zach just got on here, so he didn't know the question before. Do you do bags? Yes, he does bags.
Yeah, there's a bag right next to me. This is a fiberglass shell. This is off my Fat Boy, but I have somebody that makes fiberglass shells for the Indian bikes too. They're all over my Facebook. So it's a fiberglass shell, so the bag doesn't sag. And then I make it all leather. Like this has kangaroo hand lacing, turquoise bones and beads, real bones. I mean, they're Native American stuff. It's real bones. And then I have silver buckles, loops, and tips. Yeah, I make bags from scratch. It's just something. Or I can take your Indian chief bag and redo them. That shows on the Facebook too.
Mm-hmm. I personally, I like the.
See all these pictures? That's got bags that I made on it.
Yep, right there, that one right there. That's that seat and everything. He can make it matching and the tassels on the what do you call it, the
clutch and brake lever covers.
Yep, exactly. So awesome, beautiful stuff, man. I'm telling you, it's beautiful.
The heat shields, the dash, the windshield rod, the fender bib, everything matches. So you can either say, here's my saddlebags, I'd use the plastic shell and redo them, or I can sell you the fiberglass shells, which have a different mounting hardware. I could do them either way. I have some shells for the Harley bikes too, like Fat Boys and Softails, but not the brand new bikes, because once they got the fat tire, the guy that makes my shells didn't have any patterns for that. So, a few years older, Fat Boys and Softails, they make bags for them too.
Yeah. All right. The bags look great on the vintage. If I end up with a new 2026, 27 vintage, I will have Bob make some bags for him. That's awesome. SEI up. It sounds good on my stream. Everybody's saying the sound is good. I think maybe you guys, if you want, Max, if you want to restart your computer and just come back in, that's fine. You think that might be it?
Well, I've tried that twice and it's still doing the same thing.
You restarted your whole back. I'm talking about your computer, your whole computer.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm bouncing out then. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll be back.
Okay, no problem. All right. Can you visit Indian Bike Week this year?
They want me to go there?
Yeah.
Things, but here's how my shop works. It's only me. I have a apprentice guy that does my lacing with me and helps me with all the foam, puts the pro pads in. My wife answers the phone from all over. So everything that comes to my shop, I'm hands-on every single piece. That's why I do the best quality that I think you can ever have, because I make each seat like it's for me. And that's why sometimes you have to wait a little bit to get in with me, because people are calling me from all over the world. I'm only one guy, but that's how you hold the quality.
Yeah, gotcha. I mean,
so I to pay the bills and talk to the people, the emails, and she helps me out a lot. So it's me and the wife and one other guy, and we do the jobs of like 10 people. I mean, we're doing seats all over the world. It's just us three.
Yeah,
sure.
But that's how you hold quality. If you have 10 people, you don't know what they're going to do. Nobody does it like the owner does it. Well, I do it myself then.
So if I have an Indian Pursuit and I want to get a Pro Pad put in it, what's the lead time for that?
It takes me about a week from when I get it. So I ask you to get a used seat from the dealer. From when I get it, I try to do it within a week. And I put the cover back on. So on the stock seat, Indian, Harley, whatever, I take the cover off. If I don't have to modify the foam, like sometimes you can modify the foam a little bit. I can go back a little bit lower, a little bit skinnier, but not a whole lot, because I got to make the vinyl fit again. But you can modify it a little bit. Then I put the Pro Pad in it, and then I put it all back together. So everything looks exactly the same, but if you're a tall guy, sometimes I could go back 3/4. If you're a short person, I could go forward a little bit. I can go a little bit lower. We thin up the legs all the time. And then you put the vinyl back on. So you don't have to recover your seat. Most people come in here and start with a Pro Pad. And then if they're local, they come to see what I do. I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to come back and get leather in the winter. Don't have to wait till the winter, but some people do. Whatever you want. But it only takes like a week to do it. And it'll last you forever, and you don't have to do any maintenance to it, and it looks the same. That's why I say it takes us 4 or 5 hours with heat to put them in, but 4 hours without heat. But you don't see no bumps, you don't see any lumps, and it's not a gel. That other guy saying it got hot, I'm not get hot, but he's the first guy I ever heard say that. So I don't know what's going on. I'll have to talk to that guy and see if I can help him out somehow.
Yeah, I think he was mentioned he was going to call you. Let's see here. All right, I'm looking at some of the other stuff. So I'm going to give you guys his Facebook one more time. I mean, maybe 1,000 times. And we're going to say this a 1,000 times in case people skip through different parts of the actual video. So how'd they get a hold of you again now, Bob?
Go on my commercial Facebook. Commercial Facebook is Alligator Bob's, got to spell area 2 L's, Alligator Bob's custom motorcycle seats. And there's thousands and thousands of pictures on there, but when you get on it, just push photos and you'll scroll through tons of photos. But the one reason I use Facebook is I can write a description of this is a cognac exotic or a brown crocodile, or this is Italian leather. It explains what I did to it. It shows you there's different color studs. There's so many different things we can do. So the Facebook gives you examples so you can see what you like and what you don't like, and I'll make something for you. But go on the Facebook. But if you want to email me a picture of your bike, that's alligatorbob@msn.com. And all this come up on my Facebook. Alligator Bob's custom motorcycle seats.
Gotcha. All right, folks. As you guys are watching, please make sure you're liking. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We have a podcast every week at Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm telling you the truth. When I was looking outside earlier, Connie, what did I say?
Oh, it was super sunny out there, still at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and I said, I'm going to have to move the podcast back to 9. But Les would be falling asleep, and so would Max. Max would fall asleep.
That'll be past Max's bedtime. And we can say that because he's not on here.
Yeah, so hopefully his computer starts up pretty soon and get him back on here.
Well, he's got your name here. It says Chris. That's all it says.
So maybe his computer's not
at 8:57.
Maybe his computer's not rebooting. That's not good. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
All right, there we go.
I'm on Facebook, and you should see all these pictures on here.
I know. I should go to his Facebook, but I can't log in on these things, and for some reason, I mean, I can try. You know what? Let me go to his Facebook.
Oh, what are your hours?
Oh, yeah. What's your hours?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Are 8 to 4 Central Standard Time, and Saturdays 10 to 3. I'm here 6 days a week. But if anybody's even interested in anything I do, just go on my Facebook, the Alligator Bob's Custom Motorcycle Seats, and just scroll through that. You'll see the leather seat, the exotic seats, the Pro Pad, and I got pictures of what the Pro Pad looks like in your seat, what the tailbone hole looks like, what it looks like with heat on it. You know, I could do diamond pleats, horizontal pleats. It's endless. You know, flames with inlays.
It's amazing is what it is.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome stuff.
Other thing, now I'm in the process of, I just finished a leather work for Laconia, New Hampshire, Harley Davidson. The Laconia Bike Week is coming up, and they have a giveaway bike. They're raising money for Harley for hospice, and they're donating money to the hospice. If you go on Laconia, Harley Davidson, they'll say the bike giveaway. Jimmy Snaz, a tattoo guy that I became friends with, I did his bike, and his bike was for show off in the Harley Davidson dealer because he was giving tattoos right in the dealer. And then the dealer says, hey, why don't you help us make a bike? So Jimmy wanted to make a bike, so he called me up. I made the seat and the bags. It's going to be a brand new 2026 Heritage Softail that's brand new for $20. They're giving it away, and it was custom painted, and I made seat and bags on it. This thing is phenomenal. They're just putting the bags and the seat on it probably this week because the painter just finished, and it's at Laconia. It's going to be for the giveaway for $10 or $20, and the money's going for Harleys for Hospice. Laconia Harley Davidson.
That is a cool bike. It's a teal color, Chris.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Brand new bike with a paint job. It's a 26 Softail Heritage that looks like 1949. So they painted it like and I did the leather. I got special conchos, special studs. It's really cool, and that's the Italian leather. It's like butter. This leather's so soft. That comes up on my Facebook too. But you go to Laconia, New Hampshire, and put a raffle on the bike for $20, and you're helping people out.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, I'm showing a gray Ducati right now with one of your seats. Beautiful bike.
Gray crocodile.
Yep. Awesome. So
I do BMWs, Ducatis, Aprilas. We've done West Coast choppers, to Orange County choppers. I do a lot of Bourgettes. I do a lot of VA choppers. I do a lot of trikes. Do a lot of trikes. A lot of people do trikes, and I could do wheel well covers for the trike. I do some really cool stuff with trikes. Yeah, that's what I did. That's really cool. That's good.
yeah, it's a freaking bike. Nice bike. I mean, you can see that he does the diamond pattern. He does everything that will be on a Indian motorcycle already. Beautiful, beautiful details. I mean, you look some of these. Oh man, the engine guards right there, the heat guards on this bike here. I don't know if it's a little bit behind there, Bob, but you'll see it's a red Indian motorcycle with a black what do you call that symbol on the gas tank. Really nice bike. 116. There you go, Max. That's what yours will look like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had a red and black bike. There's a lot of stuff on that. It's got the get back whips on it, heat shields, the leather strands on the floorboards. That's cool.
Look
If
at the
you like fringe. Yeah, mud flaps. If you love that fringe, that two-tone fringe, red and black, it's great.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Hide and red Italian leather.
Nice.
Wow.
That's beautiful right there.
And see on the seat how I wrote Indian? That's hand carved. We didn't copy Indian exactly. We just did our version of it, but it's hand carved and stamped. That's one thing that we can't do here. We have a guy that does that for us, Slick Bald Customs in Colorado. He does all my carving. I call them seat tattoos. So we can write whatever you want into it, or a dream catcher, or feathers, or I call them seat tattoos. It's just different. Everybody else tries to give you embroidery. Well, I don't like that. That's kind of the chintzy way out. Mine tooled and carved and painted and clear coated. It's there forever.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Sure.
That is beautiful right there. All right, let's see what else we got. KC's seat I guess KC's got one of your seats. And Jeff says it's freaking amazing. Is there a group of people more charitable than the biker community? I don't think so. You're exactly right. Bob's Facebook is impressive. Exactly. It is impressive. We're going over right now and checking out some of his bikes. We're going through there. This is actually better than actually the screen, or what do you call it, the little carousel I was doing. Look at this freaking, holy cow. Look at the details on this bad boy. Holy
That's pretty
smokes.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. I mean, some beautiful work, man. Beautiful work. All I can
A lot
say.
of people do. As you see the diamond pleats in the seat you're showing with the red diamond pleats, when you sew the diamond pleats into the Italian leather, I put a special foam under it that makes them puff up more. They're more pronounced. And then I seal all the seams so no water comes through. Because a lot of shops will spend all the time of making the diamond pleat and they don't seal the seams. And if you think about it, you got 1,000 holes in your seat from the needles and you just get a wet butt. You don't get a wet butt on my seat because I sealed all the seams. Maybe it takes me an hour, but now you don't have to worry about getting your butt wet.
Nice. That's good to know, man. Good to know. Because, I mean, that's probably one of the most, I guess you can say, challenging things that a person would start thinking about and didn't know how to get a hold of you and say, I would love to have one of these, but is it going to be waterproof? And you're answering these questions right now. And the good thing about when we do these interviews, and I love having people like you on here, is that this thing lasts on what do you call it, YouTube forever. I mean, people will type up, hey, give me a seat modification. This video will show up, and they can reach out to you. And that's what's one of the good things about what Throttle Iron tries to do is help support all aftermarket vendors. It doesn't matter if it's for Indian, Harley Davidson. I know we talk a lot about Indian motorcycles, and we have great bikes, but Harley Davidson has great bikes too. And so does Ducati, so does Honda, so does Kawasaki, so does all these brands. And this guy looks like he could pretty do any seat you want. Just reach out to him.
You got a motorcycle, doesn't matter what you have, as long as you got a seat, I can help you with it. I get call every day from all kinds of different bikes. It doesn't matter. You know, I can do it.
All right. So let's see. How much is a mud flaps? You need to get a hold of him. Call him and he'll give you the price. So
Price till I see it, like the ones you've been showing, got fringe, it's got studs, it's got concho, so what you want. But the mud make out of heavy leather, saddlebag leather with a piece of plastic underneath of it so it holds it rigidness. And then I have a waterproof leather underneath of it so the water doesn't hurt it. And then the outside is your Italian leather. So I have to, everything we do is one of a kind. So it's hard to give you a price till I know what you want. You know, I don't want $500 and then you walk out the door and it's $1,000 because you added all this stuff. So I'll help you, but show me what you have and what you want. And then Facebook will give you examples. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of pictures on Facebook because I've been doing this for, 45 years of sewing. Bikes, probably about 30.
Yep. All right, let's see here. We go back. See, we got a couple more here. All right, so there's that one. Alligator Bob's right there. Just to see what else we got here. It looks like we got another. Looks like that's another Indian right there. That's a Springfield. Look at that seat in the back, and you can see on the back fender. Look at that right there. I mean, you guys can't see my mouse. Yeah, I guess you guys can see my mouse. I can't tell if you can or not. Yeah, you can. So look at that back behind there, and you got the engine guard, pads right there. I mean, you're a one stop. Oh, look, I didn't even forgot about, look at the front fender by the Indian, what do you call that thing? Headdress?
Yeah, the war bonnet.
War bonnet.
Yeah, front fender bibs we make. That's all bone beads that are stainless steel. That's another thing we do. The bones and beads that I use come from all around the world, but they're real animal bones that are drilled out and they dye colors. So the one red bike you were showing, the Roadmaster, I have red bones on it with glass beads and silver beads, and I wire them on. So every bone and every bead has 2 wires on it. It's not coming off, but it takes a lot of time to do that, but it's something that lasts forever.
Dang. I hope you wasn't planning on taking a vacation this year. Let's see here. I think you're gonna get some business. I mean, as you look at these details, this is unbelievable. Hey, listen, he's got 11. Hey, make sure you follow him on Facebook. He's got 11,000 people. We only got 1,000, so we're not really impactful like you guys are watching, because it'll show up in your guys' feed. But make sure you guys are following his page. Holy cow! I mean, there's just so much. I mean, I can't go through to.
Yeah, go ahead. Follow my Facebook page. I put new stuff on it, and memories that come up because I've been doing it so long. I'll forget about a seat I did 10 years ago. Then I'm like, oh yeah, that was a cool bike, and it shows all these stuff. So I hope I don't bore people by showing them this, but every day I'm putting on 5-6 seats. But it's really cool because a lot of people that are new customers didn't see what I did 10 years ago. Now it shows them. So if you follow.
All right, Connie, thanks for giving me that. Connie, just text it to me if you can. The link. She gave me a link. I don't know if I can. Actually, I can probably pull it up. Okay, got it. I'm gonna send you guys the link to this bike that he did for the charity event. Let me copy it. The good thing about Apple and Mac is I can literally just put on my phone, copy it, and it's in my paste on my computer, and I can just go bam, like that. So here is that page. Let me go to that page real quick, and so you guys can see that bike. Look at this. This is it. Harley's for Hopsis right here. It's a nice looking bike right there, folks.
Right. That's the one you wanted $20 to get a raffle. It's brand new bike, 2026.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm signing up. I love that.
All I know.
I love that color combination.
Yeah, it's a beautiful bike.
What'd you say, Les?
All I know is I'm going to hide the checkbook from my wife tomorrow and get a hold of Alligator Bob and have some stuff done. That's all I can tell you.
All right. The Dancing Cowboy, which I haven't seen for a while, is on here. I know he's been busy. Yeah, he says following Alligator Bob, man. Awesome. Let's see. Jason says, can you cover the whole bike in leather?
There are shops that have done that. But you can wrap the fenders and tank and everything, but that's a huge job, man. It costs more than the bike cost.
Yeah, his Facebook page is called Bikes.
Well, I bet the.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I bet the Creative Cruiser would like to have some of that on her bike.
Oh my gosh, she would be a customer.
Calamity Jane.
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's see what else we got here. So Jeffrey Maxwell says his page is bike porn. Oh, look at that. He's got a brochure metal frame. Looks like a metal photograph right there. That's beautiful.
Can you see this picture? This is the Prime Minister of Lebanon's Indian.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, it is a beautiful bike. Yep. Yeah, yes, it does.
Oh wow, I love
That's
that
got
seat.
the real dash and a spearhead dug out of the ground. That's exotic brindle cow we did.
Hmm.
And this is the second one we got to make for the Prime Minister.
Wow.
Wow.
So yeah, go ahead. What was that, Bob?
It's just a really cool thing. I mean, how many people you know say they've got to work for a king or a prime minister?
That is cool. That is very cool, actually.
Only you.
Really cool. I mean, nobody gets to say that.
Yeah. I'm showing the people right now the actual trike. You got a trike on here with a tan, black and tan, and it's got rear wheels, leather on the, like somebody said, hey, can you do a whole bike? This is pretty close.
That one's a really cool. That's my fender wheels, wheel covers that I make for trikes, because my buddy has a real fancy trike on the showroom floor, and every time he rides it, he kept chipping up the fenders, and it's like $1,000 to fix his paint job. I said, let me make you these wheel covers one time, and you'll never have to do it again. Mm-hmm. And after I showed his off, I got calls from all over. They wanted these, because Harley just sells you these $100 vinyl ones, and they help, but they just look like crap. Mm-hmm. So these are all going to match your bike. Whatever you do in your seat, I do in the covers too.
Awesome. Look at there, just some little saddlebags on this one. Can't tell what brand the bike is, but the seat matches the bags. They got the bag on the front steering. I mean, the bars right there. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
I'm going to show you another seat here. Give me 1 second here.
Okay.
This is a Chieftain seat that I made for a sample. This is really. This is here is Belly the crocodile with waterproof buffalo hide. This is what they call a rogue. It's an Indian rogue seat, and this is a tall guy, so it moves you back 2 inches. I just made this for a sample to show what I could do, but this, if you could touch this is like butter. This is super soft crocodile from the Nile African River with waterproof buffalo hide. I put the exotics in. I even put some exotics in the side. I put them here. Put them over there, and this is the stock seat, but I recovered it, and this one didn't want a pro pad because I just made it for a sample, but you can put a pro pad in it. But this is just something that will last you forever, and it's really cool. It's totally one off.
That's a beautiful sight. That's a beautiful seat, man. Freaking awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. This is what I call inlays. When I say inlays, can you see that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sure.
That's inlays. This tribal flame that I did. I call it a tribal flame because it goes forward and backward. I even made little barbed wire tips. This is real python snakeskin underneath of it. See what I do? I take the real python, put it under the leather, then I sew it, and then I cut it out. So it's an inlay, so it's exposed underneath the seat. But you can do this any way you want it. I can put a barred shield in it. You can do whatever you want. The flames look so good.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got some more you want to show us?
Yeah, hang on. I got a couple. And I just finished a seat for our buddy here, Chris Marty, that he's going to Sturgis with you guys.
Oh, hold on a second. He's actually on here, so.
This is his tour box.
Oh, yeah.
Pursuit. This is the tour box with I put straight up and down pleats. And this is an ostrich print. I do have a few that are prints if people don't want to spend the money on the real ones. This is a print with the waterproof buffalo hide. His bike it's like riding fishes. It's a white with a little red pinstripe. Mm-hmm. So I put a red pinstripe to it. This is the bottom piece that's going to go under the tour box. But this will last you forever. This is waterproof buffalo hide. See all this?
Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay. Seat.
Wow.
This is really. This is the stock Pursuit seat. This is a stock seat. But if you notice how deep this is, we added 3 inches of back support and an inch wider on each side. So now when you sit into it, you don't have to kick your feet over a backrest because we eliminated the backrest and just gave you 3 inches more. The stock seat only went to there.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm.
what you do with the stock in here all the time. So he sits into this bucket, and the pro pad is the whole seat except for the first 2 inches. So your butt, your legs, and your back is all a pro pad, and then the whole top of her seat is a pro pad. And what I do with her seat is see this little dish here, this little angle? What that does is that gave him 3 inches of back support. It keeps her from sliding forward, so she leans against the tour box. Now, what also Chris did, Chris put a tour box relocator kit that moves him back 2 inches for her. So there was a gap by the seat. So we added 2 inches to the foam. Now it's going to fill that up and she'll have a bigger seat. And she's got a full pro pad. And hers is, this has stock heat into it, as you see, has the switches. I sold them. And then we put the pro pads in it and the heat on top of it. So heat will work like normal.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Now I'm going to show you another one.
All right, while we're doing that,
This is one of my,
yeah, go ahead.
this is a fat boy seat. Look at this one. I made this seat like 12 years ago. This is real alligator inlaid, belly of the alligator in Italian leather. And this is the kangaroo hand lacing. This lacing takes 3 hours to do 1 foot. Go get that brown one. So this shows you with an inlay, which could be any material you want underneath of it. It could be a real exotic, or I do have some leather prints that don't cost much if you want to put them under it. But since it's my wife's seat, I put real alligator on the sides. This is a little solo seat from LaPera Silhouette. And then we totally customized it. And there's a pro pad in it. We made it a little bit thicker so it's more comfortable, because this seat was a bar hopping seat. Now it's a little bit thicker. But I would hand do the flames any way you want them.
Beautiful.
But nobody would have this. It'll be comfortable, look sleek, and it's just one of a kind. So that's specialty. Now here's another one. This is,
I think he's got a truckload of seats off to the side of the camera there.
I know. Are we doing an online auction here or what?
they're not for sale. I'm just showing what I do.
Yeah.
This one, some of them are for sale. This is a brown bellied alligator, which is natural brown with the waterproof buffalo hide. I use that a lot because it's so heavy duty. It looks the same 10, 15 years down the road. This buffalo hide, nothing happens to it. And it has a texture to it. So if you kick the seat, you don't see any scratches or anything. I sealed all the seams. I'd like to make the seams so there's no top stitch to them, so you don't see the thread. And the reason I do that is because the thread looks crappy down the road. It gets dirty and it's fraying. Now mine's all sealed and put underneath of it. This has the kangaroo hand lacing too. See how nice and wide that is? That's hours to do 1 foot, but it looks so cool.
Jesus. Why does it take
And
so long to do 1 foot? Is it?
Has a little. This one's really cool.
Yeah, that's a cool seat.
So you match it or a bags or whatever, but this is showing examples of what you can do, and everyone's one of a kind. If you want to be forward or back or wider. So this is a one-stop shop. Either if you don't want to cover your seat, I can sell you a Mustang or LaPera seat with no vinyl on them and turn them into whatever you want, or you can supply the seat. Or you give me the bike and I'll pour fiberglass and make the seat from scratch. I just need your bike. I get a lot of custom bikes that they stretch the tanks and big fat tires and they can't buy a seat. So they bring it to me and we pour fiberglass right on the bike and make it from scratch. We can do that too. But these are some examples, and these are the saddlebags.
Uh-oh, there goes the camera.
Oh,
Carl, I have to hold the camera there.
Got a crash.
Did you get it? Hang on.
I got it.
All right, while he's adjusting his camera, hey guys, just remember, folks, make sure you're liking and subscribing to the channel. We have guests like this every week. We also go through the comments, so we got a bunch of comments we got to go through. Looks like there's a lot of people saying sold.
Yeah.
So it looks like a lot of people are looking. It says, question, Bob, what do you do to preserve these seats? I guess you can say, what is the maintenance?
I send you the seat. I give you leather conditioners with it. It's very easy to take care of. You just take a damp rag and wipe the seat off, and then you rub the conditioner on that I give you, and it waterproofs it, and it keeps the leather soft. So it's not high maintenance at all.
Awesome.
Nice.
There's that question. Let's see. Jason says, sold. I'll be ordering some seats and some sissy bar pads. All right. And as Flipping Zippo says, I want a python hide seat. I think.
But the Python is scale, so you can. I'm limited in what I want to do with the Python. It works better as an inlay that I showed you because you're not really sitting on it. Because the python, I have a 25-foot python on the wall. Like I said, I got every exotic, but the python is more of a show-off thing, but it has scales to it, so eventually you'll wear the scale.
Gotcha. Will's Divided said, sold. All right. Yeah, he's got one. I think Jeff Maxwell is going to get one too, or he's going to get some of them mud flaps.
Finish skirts, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be freaking awesome stuff. See, Marty is actually in here watching. He says, when you guys come out to Legends ride, you can sit on my brand new comfortable freaking seat that he just showed off a little bit here just a couple minutes ago. Beautiful seat. Beautiful seat. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, so that's all the questions, I think. Unless Connie, you got some.
I think I've kept up on him.
Yeah, you have. You've done a damn good job.
I know. Thank you.
I did fire you earlier, but you're rehired now.
Yeah. You'd starve to death.
You can't fire her.
I can fire anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna fire your ass.
But yeah, I mean, this is a fabulous podcast. I mean, I got a lot of knowledge tonight. Especially about the Pro Pad.
Yep.
There's a lot of competition out there, believe it or not. But you can buy. You go to the JP and you buy the same seat everybody else has. If you want to be something different, like a lot of people do, this is the guy you want to see right here. This is the guy who's going to customize your seat, your engine guards, your saddlebags, your covers. Now, I got a question for you. Now, if somebody did want to do what do you go? Max is gone. He's done. He's out of here. So if somebody wanted to do the saddlebag,
you know what? Hold on. There's a lot of people out there that make seats. Okay, You've got your big guys out there. They can do this and that and the other thing, but there are people out there who have the wherewithal and the drive and the desire to have a one-off seat. Alligator Bob is the man to see if you want a truly, honest to goodness, one-off seats. That's why he's not quoting us prices, because you have to tell him what you want, and then he can tell you what it's going to cost.
Right.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand that, but when you want to do something with your seat, you can come in for it easy as a Pro Pad. They just said, I want a Pro Pad, put vinyl right back on. Like I said, I can modify the foam a little bit. But if you want to go inches in the foam, then I have to recover it because the vinyl doesn't fit. So a lot of people come and say, I don't want an alligator seat. I want something just leather. Okay, I don't have to do alligator. That's just an option. I don't talk people in. I just give them whatever they want. But most people, when they see this or they touch and feel shark, I got shark in 3 colors. I got stingray. Oh my God, you could do that. So I said, it's pretty much like 1-800 Ask Bob about leatherwork, because I've been doing this so long. I get calls all the time, as much as I can. So before you buy a seat, you don't have to have one of mine call me and I'll walk you through, what seat fits you. Because I've been doing this so long, you can tell me your dimensions and I can tell you what seats you could buy that will fit you. And then the options would be, after you buy the seat, I could add a Pro Pad. Maybe next year I can make it leather. Or you could say, I like it, but I want to be wider. Or I want to go farther forward. That's what I do. So I try to help everybody.
Exactly. One off.
Now, earlier you said about the saddlebags. Now, is it possible to do saddlebag lids if you already have the speakers and everything's been designed already, or is it just too hard?
Well, if you have speakers, I would have to punch holes through the leather. It's not like it's impossible.
Yeah.
I have saddlebag lid covers already made that I've been making for the Challengers and the Pursuit. I can make them in a second. Let me get it off the wall here. I have that for display. They're real nice Italian leather, and it fits real. Well, go with the one on the wall back there, Carlo, the Indian one. I make them for Harley, then I make them for the Indian. But when I started making them, they didn't have speakers in the Indian lids. Now all of a sudden they do. So these fit the Challengers and the Pursuit. And I also make that tank panel. That's really cool too. I'll show you that. But the lid covers, because people are kicking their saddlebags, and I make the tank panels because the Challenger and the Pursuit, your coat hits it, you scratch it, and it screws up your paint. Well, with my tank cover, just leather, even if you don't do the seat, it'll still go with the seat. I use the smoother leather then, and it protects it, and it comes on and off easy, and you don't have to worry about hurting anything. It makes a big difference.
Awesome. That's sweet. All right. So, you're good.
The saddlebag lid covers. I'm going to show you these because these are pretty cool.
I believe it. All right. Let's see here. If we got any more questions here. If you guys got any questions, make sure you start with a Q, and then we'll answer as fast as we possibly can. We're going to be on here for at least another 10 minutes, so that's about it. And so if you got questions, this is the time to fire them away. Fire them away.
This is a Challenger or Pursuit lid covers. See how the covers are? This is alligator print. Real leather printed from Italy, but it's not alligator. It just looks like that. And this is my Italian leather. I made a real nice French seam, which is a double seam. And then underneath of it, they Velcro on. So they come on and off.
Oh, okay.
And they do underneath suede leather.
Hey,
It's nice
Chris.
and soft.
Yes.
These are my lid covers for Challengers.
Hey,
And
Chris,
Pursuit. They're made for no
do
speed.
me a
Nice.
favor. Get rid of the bike thing so we can blow ours so we can see what he's doing. So he
Okay.
will see what he's pointing at.
Gotcha. There we go. Yep.
There.
There we go.
All right. Go ahead and look and show those details again, Bob, on that
This
lid.
Is the
Yeah, you
Challenger.
can see him a whole lot better.
Can you see them now?
Yep.
This is the Challenger saddlebag lid covers. So this Velcro's on and off, like I said. It doesn't hurt anything, and it just stretches across it real nice. You can still get at the locks. It's just something that keeps it protected. Then I can make the seat to match it if you want. Now these are a rear fender bib. If you have a Chief, like a vintage Chief or a Springfield, these are the fender bibs I make. It's curved leather. This one has an alligator print, which could be real or print, with a nice Indian head concho. That's the next thing. I have somebody hand make concho, so I got all kinds of concho. A lot of Indian theme. I got Indian heads or buffalo nickels or three feathers or arrowheads. Handmade conchos are something different. These are what I was talking about the seat tattoos. See this? This is hand carved. It's not exactly like the Indian, but it's close. So we changed a little bit. But this is hand carved. This is like 10 hours of work, if not more. It's carved, painted, 6 coats of paint, and clear coated. So this is what I call a seat tattoo. Then I would cut around it, inlay it into the seat. So you don't see the whole piece. It's just inlaid into it. And here's one with the feather on it, just to be something different.
Mm-hmm.
Seat tattoos are called, any way you want them. Now here's a cool one. This was a saddlebag lid that we were making. See that?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That is cool.
Hours into that one. But it starts out in a natural colored leather, and then it's painted and clear coated and all hand carved. There's not one tool that makes this. This is done by hand. So this is something totally unique. Look at that. And the definition and the different texture. This is what my carving artist, Slick Bald Custom, does for me. I give him what I want designs. He makes it, and then I turn it into the seat in the bags. But I call them seat tattoos. Everybody else is trying to give you a $2 embroidery, which, yeah, works. But once you get the thread dirty, you can't fix it.
Awesome.
Yeah, great point.
This is the mud flap for an Indian that's curved. It's made out of heavy saddlebag leather with the plastic inside of it. It's got a nice leather on the back of it, and it'll be curved like that. So this could be the mud flap. This could be like a vintage Chief. This would be the rear fender bib. These are more carvings, just to show examples. I have a few of these on hand, but I custom make them per order. But see, you can paint them any color you want. So these are something different you can put into the seat.
Wow.
So anything you can do with the seat, we can do. So it's not, I don't do vinyl. I said, if you're going to spend the time and the money of doing something, why do I want to put vinyl on it again? That's what you get when you buy them stock. So we're making it better. So if you go through the Facebook, it's like I said, it's just going to be examples. Give me an email, alligatorbob@msn.com. Here's a picture of my bike. Give me your phone number. Everybody forgets their phone number. And then I'll look at it. And each day I try to call people back and say, okay, I see what you got. Was there anything on my Facebook that you liked that we could put together for you, or I'll help you design it from scratch? So that's what they need to know. And then the Pro Pads, that just makes you comfortable. That could be in any seat. It could be a Corbin seat, a Mustang seat, LaPera, Dave Russell. We put the Pro Pads in all seats.
We got two questions here. He said, and I'm sure one of them could be made. He says, or actually both of them. Do you do fur accents?
Do I do what?
Like fur accents? Like fur, I guess you can say. You know what I'm talking about, Connie? Like
F-U-R.
F-U-R.
Fur.
Accents.
I do the hair on calf skin. That's what
Yeah.
it was. It's hair on calf.
Okay, yeah. So hair accents
I have
there.
Yeah, it's called hair on calf.
Okay, awesome. Another person says, in the future, it would be nice if you had a bait, like an inlay.
Well, you can carve whatever you want. It's just the more time it takes, the more it costs, of course. But you can carve anything that you want. So yeah, if you go on my Facebook, you'll see the stuff I've done for other people. What dream catchers. I mean, a lot of it's Indian themed, but I've done Harley Davidson. They call the road glides a road shark. So we put a Harley Davidson bar and shield, but change it a little bit, and then have a shark inside of it. And it's called the road shark. Yeah. Here's another thing. We're talking about my heat shields. This is one that I'm making as we speak. This is a heat shield for an Indian. Okay, and what we did with this is heavy carving leather with the upholstery leather on top of it. And then see this? That's the heat blocker. This whole area, the mat, you're not getting any heat through this. And this thing right here goes under your seat and it molds right under your tank so it doesn't flop around. It could be studs or plain. I'm getting ready to put studs in. But this isn't just a piece of leather like everybody else sells you. It's heavy leather with plastic, with the heat blocker, and Italian leather on it so it doesn't fade. So when we make a heat shield, it's going to last.
Sweet. All right, so let's see here. I think that's we got a lot of pictures there. It looks like, man, you get anything you want. This guy can do. All right, boots with fur. You guys are so funny. Dang it. So Body Snatcher, what kind of seat was you looking at maybe in the future? Because I know this guy, he's got Davison audio on there right now. He's got some other stuff I can't really mention because Jeff doesn't know about it yet. And that's one of his best friends. So I'm just putting thorns in the woods there. But anyway, let's see what else we got here. Anything else? Creative Cruiser, yes. So the Creative Cruiser is actually from Australia, Bob. So I don't know if you could come down to where we're meeting in Chicago the first day where we're doing the Route 66, the Legend Never Dies tour. She's going to be there. She's from Australia, and she's got all kinds of leather on her bike, but she's not bringing her
she
bike
got a horse
here.
saddle on her bike.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not bringing her bike across here. She's going to get one that's being loaned to her, which is pretty cool. And she's going to bring Max and Les's balls with her, kangaroo balls. And
yeah, hey, I don't know if you saw her Facebook page or not, but she's been advertising that.
Is she going to be bringing the balls with her?
Yeah, she's bringing balls. She actually had them and hung them up in front of the camera. Was showing them.
When are you going to Chicago?
It is in 2 weeks. The 20. What is it? 20. Let me make sure I get the right day here.
24th. We'll be there 24th,
and we'll be leaving 25th on Monday. Going to the Indian Dealer. We'll actually be at the Indian Dealer sometime that day, and then we're going to be going towards Troy, Illinois. So, yeah. So,
all right.
The plan is I'm going to actually go up to his, hopefully I'm going to find a good weekend. I'm going to go to his shop, I'm going to check it out, film it up there because it's going to be a part 2 of this. It's going to be pretty awesome just to go up there to see how it is. And the plan is I'm trying to go to, it's going to be like a Wednesday, Thursday kind of event. I'm trying to go to Harley Davidson Museum bike night on Thursday night. So no, I'm not switching to Harley. What was that? I talked over you there, Bob. What was that?
Yeah, you could come visit me, then go to the bike night. I'm only 45 minutes away, and you can see the shop, and I'll bring some bikes here to show you what I do, and then go up to the museum. That's cool.
Yeah, the plan was he's got a bunch of friends. He does a lot of Harley Davidsons, but he's mentioned a lot of Indians tonight. So if you have a Harley Davidson, he does seats just for everybody, like we said earlier, for every bike manufacturer in the world. It's only 40 minutes from his shop. If I do go visit up there, it's going to be like hopefully on a Thursday. And then we're going to take like 30 Indians to the bike night. I'm just kidding.
Somebody's asking,
can't-
does he have any sets for sale?
Hold on a second. We were talking over Bob here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. What was that, Bob?
We take a bunch of Indians up there to show off my work all the time up there.
All right. So, Connie, what were you saying now?
One person wanted to know if he had any like seats or bag sets for sale already made.
That's where you would call him and go ahead and answer that. I'm not answering for you. Sorry.
Yeah, have them call me because I do have a couple things made, but it's just be somebody that like sold their bike and they don't fit their new bike or something. I have a few seats. I have some Indian seats. Right now I don't have any Harley seats, but I got beautiful Indian seats that are half the price of what they should be, and they look like brand new. The customer just can't use them because they switch bikes.
Gotcha. Awesome. All right, folks. I think we're going to be wrapping this up. It is 1 hour and 35 minutes. This is where we usually are at. Sometimes we go a little bit longer and sometimes we don't. But if you have any questions right now, let us know. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. If you have tried out for the beta and signed up and I haven't reached out to you, like Jason is on here right now, it's because I do not have Android up yet. So as soon as I get Android, I will be sending it to you. I have been not updating the app for the last maybe 24 hours. I've been usually updating it pretty much every day. It's because I'm actually redoing a SDK, learning that and that kind of stuff. So that will be probably within the next 24 hours, that will be updated and get that back to normal. We're having some issues with some turn by turn, and I'm trying to get that figured out and get that fixed before I roll out to next fix. Because I'm tired of doing the, rinse and repeat over the same error. And sometimes it gets better, and then the next time it gets worse. So we're going to make sure it's 100% correct before I push the next update. All right. Let's see here. You need to switch to Apple. I'm sorry to say, and you'll have the app faster. But eventually, Max is giving me the 3 fingers here. The problem is that the update I'm doing right now is not actually in the Android part of it. I will actually have to recode that also in the future. That's also going to delay that app. So if you're really thinking about getting a phone shortly, go to Apple, let me know, and I'll add you to it. Now, there is a couple people that have Apple phones, and they sent me a request, and I haven't added you yet. The reason is because of this update first. I want to make sure that update's out before I do that. All right, let's get back to Bob. Thank you, Bob, for coming here tonight. Man, I should have blown this up earlier with all the exotics and stuff like that. So Max needed to speak up a little bit earlier. Max is always right. But yes, you can see all the prints behind you now in clear vision. And it's beautiful. Yeah, go ahead. What were you going to say, Max? Max didn't do
All I heard was Max was always right. Thank you.
I have to give you some credit. Let's see. Sorry, I'm still partying with Kevin Bronzine XX title. I don't know what that means. But anyway, Will's Divided. Welcome, and thank you for upgrading the thing. Hopefully you got some sales here tonight. Looks like a lot of people are looking at this. As you can see, the picture right here with that seat right there, that brown and black. That's a beautiful seat. The leather. We didn't really talk about the saddlebags there. I know you were starting to, and then we got into a different conversation. If you want to show them off a little bit with the beads, we can do that real quick.
All right, this is the fiberglass saddlebag shell that I make. I have these made for Indians in Harlem. Fiberglass. These are all buckles that are hand carved, and these are the bones and beads I was talking about. This is my wife's saddlebag, which has a kangaroo hand lacing and Italian leather. Each one of these bones and beads are hand laced on with stainless steel wire. It could be any way you want it. This is what I just made for her, but it's a fiberglass shell, so it's super heavy duty. It doesn't sag, and it mounts real easy. There's no big bolts. It just pops on, and you get all the mounting hardware with it. So we can make bags too, or like I said, I can use the Indian bags and recover them and make them heavier duty.
All right. Any last words there, Bob?
Yeah, right.
Well, I want to thank you guys at Throttle Iron for having me on. And I turn all of my customers and friends on to you guys, and everybody said that you're very informative and you're really helping people in the motorcycle world. I'm all for that. So if there any questions anybody needs to know about a seat, call me, Alligator Bob, 847-265-9378, or give me the email, alligatorbob@msn.com, picture of your bike, daytime phone number. But if you go on the Facebook, it's going to show you thousands and thousands of pictures that I've done for the last 30 years, and you'll see what you like. And then we'll help you design something for you. And the Facebook is Alligator Bob's Custom Motorcycle Seats. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, Les, what do you got? Anything?
Well, now, like I said, I think I got to hide the checkbook from my wife, and I got to figure out what I'm going to do to my Pursuit seat to make it a little more comfortable.
I know we're both doing iron butt, man, and you got one of them little comfy, whatever it is, pads. I haven't got nothing yet, so yeah, I'm thinking about the same thing. I don't know. It's man. I tell you what, I've learned a lot about seats, and I know I have a new 2025. Everybody knows, and I've updated a couple of things, but I really haven't went crazy yet. So I need to look and see because I'm doing that iron butt. So I might be getting hold of you also, Mr. Bob, and yeah, I don't know about Max. He might buy that one that's on your.
Alligator Bob, you're a legend. You've been well known for the last 30 years, from my Easy Rider days to the present day. We thank you, sir, for coming on the program. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Did your wife want to come in and say wave or anything, or does she just want to stay out behind there?
Here, it's my wife, Carla Martin. She helps me do everything, so she's here. She doesn't like to be in front of the camera.
My wife doesn't either.
I'm with you, Carla.
Hey, it's Carla and Connie Mysterio.
Yeah, but how many women do you know?
There we go.
I'm sorry, we cut you off there.
Just 30.
He's breaking up. Go ahead and say it one more time. Sorry.
How many women do you know have driven to Sturgis 35 times and we go 700 the first day? Most guys haven't done that. My wife has done that.
I haven't done that. Yeah, so this is going to be my first year.
I've done 6. There you go.
Bye.
All right, so let's get the music going on here. Let's see, what song we want to go tonight? Let's go that one.
Thank everybody for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Namaste.
Yep. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. We'll see you guys next week. We got a special guest. I'll be announcing in about 24 hours. We're rocking and rolling. You guys have a good night. You can stay on here, Bob. The screen will go black and come back on.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. Have a good night. See you next week.
Night.